Hey buddy, it's Crazy Titan 4 and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. In the last one, we went through All-Star Mode as Shulk, another sword fighter. We went through as Swimsuit Shulk, so that was definitely a feast for the eyes, to say the least. But a lot of fun going through as him. Today though, we're going to be heading through All-Star Mode as Pac-Man, yes, as Pac-Man, the first of the third-party characters that we're going to be playing through All-Star as. So now Pac-Man, he's got some okay alternate costumes. They're not really anything crazy, anything special. I think the only one that's like really crazy and different is this one, which is like oven mitt style. But I personally like, I'm a very simple guy. I do like some of them actually. This one's pretty cool and it does kind of like change his legs and his arms. But I've always just been a big fan of the simple blue shoes and blue armbands. I like it, you know, again, it's not gonna really change much for Pac-Man anyway, so let's go with this one. I think I'm feeling pretty good with this color swap, this alternate palettes, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, oh hey Pac-Man, speaking of which, we're really fighting him first match. So Pac-Man, I mean, I say this way too many times, but it's like, if it's true, I'm gonna say it. Pac-Man is not really a character that I would typically pick. It wouldn't be a character that I would typically play. I just never been the biggest fan of his playstyle. It's a little bit different to like what I personally like. Just a little strange, honestly. So I can understand why people would like the character for sure. But it's like, it's just not my kind of character. Which, you know, yeah. But like, I've played him a few times here and there, and he's pretty fun. He's pretty fun from what I have played. Can we do that? Thank you, okay. He was taking a little bit too much time just staying alive. That was almost like a minute long. Okay, anyways, but yeah, so Pac-Man's gonna be interesting to say the least. Hopefully I can do well with him. I don't know, hopefully we can. But we got some trivia to read through, of course, so let's get started on that. So, to start things off, Pac-Man is the only character to have different head icons in both versions of Smash 4. In Smash for 3DS, Pac-Man's arm is exposed, showing whatever armband he is wearing if he has one. In Smash for Wii U, Pac-Man is striking a thumbs up with his opposite hand. Interestingly, each icon also represents one half of his pose in his official artwork, although his head icons have both of his eyes open. So, I never knew that. That's actually a pretty interesting factoid. How he has like two different head icon styles, which is pretty funny. I kind of wish I was paying attention to the top left of the screen in the last match, so I could have seen what, you know, the head icon for 3DS Pac-Man that we were fighting against, but I guess it's a little bit too late for that. But yeah, I mean, if you hopefully I'll notice it for like the future episodes now, because that's actually like gotten me a little bit curious, a little bit interested. It's pretty cool, Again, I don't know why they did that, but I guess like, you know, adds a little bit of difference, I guess, between versions. And I guess, you know what, it kind of makes sense, because, you know, Pac-Man is the Bandai Namco character, and this game was like partly worked on by Bandai Namco, so it does kind of make sense why they would give Pac-Man some special treatment, and it's whatever. I know they definitely gave Kazuya some sort of special treatment in Smash Ultimate, because he's also Bandai Namco. Can we like, finally, oh my gosh, that bridge is being annoying. Also, I think the song, what was this, Song of Time or something I was playing? I don't remember. I need to play through some more Zelda. Oh my gosh. Thank you, oh my gosh. Some of these matches are like taking longer than they should be taking. Because like, I for some reason can't get the proper last hit on these opponents. Okay, that's annoying, but we're rocking through with it. Alright, next piece of trivia. Pac-Man makes a few references to his home series. During several animations, he emits sound effects drawn from games such as Pac-Man, Pac-Land, Galaxian, Galaga, and Mappy instead of vocalizing. When his token in Street Smash is KO'd, the death sound effect from Pac-Man is played instead of being silent. During his final smash, he can wrap around the screen like in Pac-Man and gain up to 7650 points, a reference to Namco's Gorowa's number? What, I don't know what that means, but it's a number. Many of his animations, such as his idle, his walk, and his jump, are based on Pac-Land. His alternate costumes also include the wing shoes power-up from the game. The pose in his official artwork matches the pose in his Pac-Man World artwork, and his sleeping animation is a reference to a painting found in Pac-Man World 2. So, again, another character who actually makes quite a bit of references. We've been seeing that quite a lot with these newcomers, for sure. But I like it. I think it's really freaking cool to see them making these references. I mean, that's what I like about when they take a lot of time, you know, thinking about certain characters for Smash Brothers. And like they're just like, hey, yeah, I want to do this thing for this character because it's like a cool reference that like people can get. Maybe it's like a very, you know, obscure reference that like only a certain amount of people will get, but it's just still cool, you know. It's stuff like that that really like, you know, that I really do enjoy a lot. Absolutely. Also, the fact that like, I think that shield from Marth kind of extended my hitbox a little bit. So like, being able to kill Mega Man there was really, really good. Speaking of killing, I'm not having the best time killing with Pac-Man. He's not bad. As long as the opponents like kind of go into my attacks, it's not terrible to deal with. But he's not the easiest. Definitely not the easiest to kill with, I will say that. Can I back here? There's no shot that backer didn't hit. There we go, Nair kills, we'll take it. Man, oh man. See, this is the reason why I don't play Pac-Man that much. It's hard to like really set up with him, especially against CPUs and stuff. But hey, again, props to anyone who does play Pac-Man. Props to anyone who does, for sure, for sure. What even is that? I have no clue. We'll probably see it at the end of this match, but still confusing. Alright, what we got next? As noted within his trailer, Pac-Man is one of the two oldest characters among the cast. He and Mr. Game & Watch debuted in 1980, a year before Mario and Donkey Kong. Pac-Man and the Mii Fighters are the only characters who do not show panicked facial expressions when drowning. In Pac-Man's case, he drowns while maintaining his grin. That's a little, you know, strange, but you know what? I guess it's kind of to just keep that happy face. not let your opponents know that you're suffering. That's kind of fun. I guess the Mii Fighters also kind of do make sense. Yeah. But it's weird because like Pac-Man does show emotion. Like you literally saw him when he was being grabbed by Dedede. He was like, "Oh shoot, I'm being grabbed." Like he showed that bit of emotion. So it's like, why doesn't he show it when drowned? I don't know. Maybe because like drowning's not really like a thing in his games. Potentially, that would make the most amount of sense to me. That's probably the main reason as to why. How did I hit? Probably the main reason as to why he doesn't have any expression while drowning. But still a little strange. Still definitely a little strange. But you know, what can you do? Enemy fighters just kind of make sense if I'm being honest. They do have some personality, but not really much in Smash Bros. Or kind of. They do have like grunting faces. I have seen that. They do have sort of grunting faces, but not really much else. Centurions. Oh, from Kid Icarus. I was like, what is that? Again, the freaking like low resolution of the 3DS really gets you sometimes. I keep wondering like what certain things are. I'm just like, okay, that makes sense. Now it's like, you know, bloated up a little bit. Okay, next piece. In an interview, Masahiro Sakurai said that he would have considered dropping Pac-Man from Smash 4 if Bandai Namco had required the usage of his design from Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures, which I'm pretty sure is like the animated series. Definitely a different design, which is pretty interesting. Pac-Man, Duck Hunt, and Villager are the only characters who have moves based on a series other than their own, which we already saw like multiple times in like classic mode. Which is pretty cool. I kind of like that. Kind of like how they have like, I guess it's like you can only bring so much from their base series to be able to use like 4 movesets. So it's like you kind of have to start, you know, grabbing from like different things, right? So yeah, it just makes the most amount of sense. But yeah, the fact that like, that's kind of funny how Sakurai would have actually been like, maybe let's not have Pac-Man in the game if Bandai Namco really wanted the animated series Pac-Man instead of this one, which actually it would have been different, definitely a different vibe, for sure. I definitely think this one is an overall better design, specifically when it comes to like gaming. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to playing in video games, I think this one is a much better overall design. While the Ghostly Adventures design is just better for like it being in an animated series. So that's my take on it. And it's probably like also probably what Sakurai was thinking. He also probably did not even enjoy that series like at all, or like the design, which I can understand. I can definitely understand. It's not really your classic, typical Pac-Man design, so it's a little bit strange and different. Can I kill? No shot. He jumps over that. The tiniest freaking hop. Okay, come on, Ganondorf, please. Thank you. Okay. Man, I keep, for some reason, I keep just not killing with Pac-Man. It's weird. It's very weird. Okay. Alright, next piece of trivia, let's see what we have. In Smash for 3DS, oh, we got the guys from, the Byrons from Brawl. In Smash for 3DS, Pac-Man's ult trophy shows him using power pellets, making it impossible to tell which alternate costume is being used, or if one is even being used at all. This makes him the only character with this distinction. So we'll see that, obviously, when we get up to him. Pac-Man is the only character to have a taunt that is different between both versions of Smash 4, as his Namco Roulette taunt has exclusive sprites for both games, which would be the down taunts? Sorry, the up taunts. Yeah, this one. Apparently this one has like different taunts in the Wii U version. Or sprites, I should say. That's pretty cool. That is pretty freaking cool. Don't know why they did it, but I guess, you know, sure. Again, probably Pac-Man getting a little bit of a special treatment, you know, Bandai Namco, yada yada, you know the drill. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, now we have this freaking stage again, of course, because why wouldn't we? What other stages have we gotten on this? I was really hoping. He died, didn't he? That's funny. Man, just SD like a dumbass. We have Morton too. Wow, we're actually seeing some really weird stuff. We got Morton this time around instead of anyone else, which is actually pretty cool. But yeah, why do we keep getting this stage? Again, I love Super Mario 3D Land. I actually just recently revisited my Let's Play. Can you believe that Let's Play is like almost 20, I almost said 20 years old. Holy crap, that would have been insane. The game's not even 20 years old. Can you imagine that Let's Play of mine is 5 years old now, my first 3DS Let's Play? Insane, absolutely insane to think about. But I actually revisited the series last night. I just kind of like peeping through. I was like, oh, let's rewatch a little bit of it. And so I did. It was like a lot of fun. Yeah, just definitely made me reminisce a lot of not only the series, but just the game in general. Just reminds me how much I love Super Mario 3D Land. It's such a good game. I haven't played it in so long though. Probably, honestly, since the Let's Play, since 2020, which is weird, so freaking crazy to think about, but yeah, it's kind of true. It has been a hell of a long time since I last played that game. But anyways, last piece of trivia, only one more to go for. Pac-Man is one of only 2 third-party characters, the other of course being Mega Man, who does not speak in-game, despite having been voiced in his own series. So, yeah, only him and Mega Man do not speak whatsoever. Which is pretty interesting. Well, only third-party characters, I should say. Because we do have, like, Villager who doesn't even speak. So yeah, third-party-wise, it's only him and Mega Man. Pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure it's also the case, technically, in Ultimate? Unless we technically count Banjo-Kazooie, but, like, at the same time, I'm pretty sure they do speak in a way. They make sounds with their mouths, that's for sure. They can talk. So yeah, I would consider them. I think, yeah, everyone else that's a third-party character can also speak in Ultimate. I'm just trying to think of everyone else, but yeah. So, but that's about that. That's Pac-Man trivia. Pretty cool. Pretty interesting guy. Pretty interesting fella. And actually, pretty cool how they decided to freaking bring him into Smash Brothers. You would never think a character like this would fit into a game like Smash, but like, it does. He does, and it's really cool. It's really freaking cool. What would have been really, really freaking cool is if for Ultimate, if they added Mrs. Pac-Man, or a Miss Pac, I forget if it's like a Miss or a Mrs. If they added her either as an alternate costume for Pac-Man, or just like a strip, like clone character, like an Echo Fighter. That would have been cool. That would have been really cool, but what can you do? I'm surprised they didn't add more Bandai stuff. I mean, we did get Kazuya, so I can't say much about that. We did get Kazuya. But yeah, so that's Pac-Man's run through. Sadly not that good of a score, but I'll take it, whatever. Yeah, I mean, there's that. Okay, yeah, they are correct. The power pellet is, of course, being used, so we can't even tell what the heck Pac-Man is using for his alternate costume. So that's pretty funny. I guess the only one we don't know that's for. But I think it's like also the only character we like have that like fully transforms into something that's like the same all throughout their alternate costumes, if I'm right about that. So that's pretty cool, pretty interesting, uniqueness of the character, that's for sure. Also, I like kind of like how Pac-Man's like sitting on the what was it, picture chat? Yeah, picture chat stage. But like specifically on the parts of like the Pac-Mans themselves. So it's kind of like, hey, this is my family, this is like me, you know. He's like, man, I made it so far in life. I'm doing well for myself. Man, 1980, right? Like, that's crazy. Him and Game & Watch are back in 1980. That's, if I can do math real quick, I mean, that's 20 years until there, 25, 45? 45 years ago? Sheesh. 45 freaking years ago is insane, to think about. Can I get this, please? That'd be great. There we go, we got it, nice. Yeah, 45 years ago, man. What has time been but just, like, something? I mean, like, you can't really fight the time. But it's just weird because, like, a lot of stuff I feel like, especially nowadays, you know, especially, like, you know, me being an adult, it's like, well, damn, Daniel's an adult, yeah, shocker. But yeah, like, as an adult especially, it's like, you kind of think about stuff and it's like, damn, like this was like this long ago. It's like, I feel so old. And it's like, you kind of do, you know, you always get that little sense of feeling like, oh man, I feel so damn old. When you like think about how old something is. But, or how long ago something was. It's weird, you know, it's kind of a disgusting feeling. But you also like do kind of reminisce, and if it's good reminiscing, then it's good reminiscing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that made any sense, but yeah. That's what I'm trying to go for. Alright, enough of that depressing note. Let's go ahead and check out Pac-Man's alt trophy within the trophy selection. Power pellets design of his. Pac-Man's fire hydrant down special pushes opponents away with blasts of water. You can drop the hydrant on top of your opponents to damage them, but they can also attack it to damage you if you're standing on it. His Pac Jump Up special spawns a trampoline he can jump on 3 times. The third jump is especially high. Kind of funny how they talk about his, what is it? Down and up specials, but not even his side special, and he's literally doing the animation in the trophy. That's interesting, kind of funny, but hey. Also, I kind of like how they do like the 2D animation stuff, the 2D sprites, putting them on 3D trophies. It's so freaking cool. They've been doing this since like I think Melee. Like the way they've been doing it is cool since Brawl. I don't know. It's just super freaking cool the way they do it. But yeah, that is it for today's episode of Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. Thank you so much for watching. In the next one, we're of course going to be not heading to classic mode, that's for sure. I keep messing that up. We're heading back to All-Star mode and going through as Mega Man, the Robot Kid, which is going to be pretty exciting to go through as. So stay tuned for that one. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch, second channel, music channel, and VOD channel is down in the description. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Pop-Tart out.